Hello. I cannot wait to jump in today. I'm going to be talking about a few things that I have noticed over the last year and a half that have completely changed my body's overreaction in histamine levels to literally what it felt like everything I touched, ate, smelled, like allergies to everything, and kind of putting the pieces together. I love just the puzzle pieces fitting the last few months because I am turning around and giving so much information to people that are as lost as I was for as long as I was. So I'm going to jump in today. We're going to be talking about, um, can't even think. My brain's so excited. I'm like trying to remember what all we're talking about. We're talking today about iodine and your hormones. We're going to be talking about diatomaceous earth, and this is hilarious because they were out of the smaller bag, so I had to order a 10-pound bag and knew completely I would use it. So we're going to use it, but it's what's in the jar. So we're going to use the jar, and we're talking about zeolite. And these three things together have completely changed my body, along with some nervous system resetting. And I'm going to talk about that. But just wanting to give, because I'm sending this information to so many people, obviously it's easier to get a further reach and to help people when there's a video that can be shared. So here we are today. So if you are not familiar with anything I've done, I am Grace Wright. And my goal is to help you with your health struggle, not quietly, right? Like I have, and if you read my story on my website, I have pieced together so many things. I have seen so many doctors, naturopaths, health practitioners, chiropractors, whatever, all the things, and have been told so many times nothing was wrong with me when clearly things were wrong with me because my body was just in overdrive. And now knowing what I know in the last 2 years, putting pieces together, and even more the last 3 months, 4 months, just like connecting dots, that things are making so much more sense. And this is the building block on which I did it. So, diatomaceous earth, what is this? This is the food grade version, and you will find links to all of this. But this is silica. What does silica do? Silica, and you want to start, I'll give you directions on how to use it, but you're going to start using it very slowly, like half a teaspoon, and work your way up to 5 teaspoons-ish. Mine has been super slow, but silica is great to clean out your gut in an easy way. If you get too much, you get a stomach ache, so heads up, there's that. On just cleaning it out, and silica is the building block of a lot of things in your body. So helps with hair growth, helps with skin, helps with nails, helps with, I have found swelling like lymph. When lymph is stuck places, and especially when I was pregnant, feet swelling, things just being irritated in my body that I could tell, but I didn't know how to name it. I didn't know what the problem was. This stuff was the bomb. I would just mix it in with my greens drink and then drink it. Quite honestly, it's not super gritty. If you get too much, it is, but it's not really gritty, so you can mix it in with almost anything. You can sprinkle it in your garden to help with certain bugs. Lots of things. So we're going to go through the 10-pound pack. Don't worry. And I'm also using it in a bath mix that I will post the ingredients for, that's got diatomaceous earth, bentonite clay, Epsom salt. You can do activated charcoal. If you do activated charcoal, your bathtub's black, just heads up. But using that as a way to pull things from my littles. And it's totally changed their skin. So in my other videos, I will talk about overload of heavy metals and how the breakdown of our nervous system is just our body's so overloaded with the things that we do daily, it can't clean out. And this is a great starter for that. It's also super inexpensive and lasts a long time, so you're definitely getting your money's worth. And I will link other size bags as well. So that's one. I'm gonna jump to this because this stuff is a powerhouse in a bottle. This is liquid zeolite. You can find it in powders. I have chosen this one. It's just easy to get a liquid into something my little kids are drinking. It doesn't really have a taste. This one also has fulvic acid and humic acid, which both are, they help your body kick out things while remineralizing. And same with this, you're just going to start slow if you are taking something, even if it's a supplement to help with minerals and stuff, like we're going to get to iodine, but if you're taking something and it's too much for your body, you will feel lightheaded, dizzy when you stand up. And if that's the case, it's okay. Just back off a little bit. I've done all of it, okay? Because again, I'm trying to give you the footwork so you don't have to do what I've done for the last how many years. Piecing puzzles together is what it's felt like. So this stuff is great. And if you got it, start with maybe half a dropper at night. Try that for a week, up to a little bit, like another, the next week, do a dropper at night. You don't want to be taking this with vitamins. So we're doing vitamins in the morning and then doing this at night. This pulls heavy metals and essentially anything free radical that's just floating around. Think of it shaped like a honeycomb, and it's grabbing it and letting it leave your body. I am not a medical personnel of any version. My degrees are not in this. So take this for what it's worth. If it's helpful, use it. So this stuff, though, has literally changed our entire family's life. And the more I'm learning about heavy metals, not only do they live in your muscle layers and take years to get out if something isn't helping it, but they also compound in any nerves, mainly your brain. So look at across all the different diseases, different sicknesses that we can get. What does it come back to? Most of them are nervous related, nervous system related, right? And muscle related. So again, this stuff kicks butt. You will, like I'm talking about in one of my other videos, you will get an overload of parasites when your system is overloading on heavy metals and stuff, because the job of parasites is to be the little mop and like mop up all these things to keep your system running cleanly and keep you alive. The more heavy metals you have, they need to multiply to keep up, to keep eating these things. Okay. So this is just pulling out what feeds them. Okay. And in any other part of my videos, any part on my website, I'm going to always be talking about keeping your body alkaline. Any nutrition that I'm talking about, any food plans, any recipes, all of that will be in the alkaline column. Okay. So all of this goes hand in hand, but this stuff kicks butt. There's a button you can order also on my website. So next we're going to talk about super quickly iodine, and this is a mix of potassium iodide and iodine. And so many things, if you just pull up videos, are going to talk about if you take a little bit of this and you just swab some on your arm, do you see it in an hour still? Do you see it in 5 hours? And where this comes in is just all the things in our environment that are blockers to iodine. Iodine runs your entire hormone system. Your hormones, like everything's tied together, right? So when one domino falls, the next domino falls. And it's over time. You might not notice that all these things are tied together. We are a symptom sinking society. So we are taught to treat one symptom. Well, when this crashes, over time, it's going to deplete these other things in the circle, and then they all start crashing. And then you end up with a nervous system that is just on fire, and it doesn't matter what it is, it's freaking out. That's me. I have been there. And just watching, even in the last year, how to come out of that. But your whole hormone, and name a hormone organ, male or female, anything hormone related lives on iodine. Your entire world is designed to suck or inhibit iodine from your diet, from your body in any version. So this stuff, and if you take too much, you will get lightheaded and feel super dizzy. So start with just a couple drops. Again, not medical professional advice. This is what's worked for me, and have had numerous people help me. And if you want to research it, go pull up. There's entire sites on entire groups on Facebook on all these things on how this works and what it does. Look up books. There's so much good information, but essentially it helps all of your hormones with the nutrients they need to run correctly. Okay. And as we're speaking, I have not used every single day, but pretty close. Like when I'm taking vitamins, I'm taking a few drops of this. But yesterday just decided to do the little thing on my arm and see how long it stayed. It was over 5 hours. Like that's how low our bodies are on this stuff. And this is directly related to how you sleep, your energy, how quick you crash, how quickly you feel overwhelmed, all of the above. This stuff is the bomb. And again, go look up, do some research. You will find um, things one way on what to look for, but I have liked this one because it is a mix of iodide and iodine. And then in my other videos, all of this is tied into your nervous system. It really, really is. And breathing and how we hold things in our nervous system, how to let that go, how to move and heal our body through that. So you can check out my other videos for fascia stretching, night and day difference, and diatomaceous earth is insanely amazing for that because fascia not only does it connect everything in your body to tie a ligament to a muscle to a bone, your eyeball into your body, your skin to your bones, all this stuff like fascia is where we hold everything and where our minerals are, where our depletion is, all this stuff. So all of the we just talked about, everything toxic overload starts in the fascia. And then it's like overflowing to every organ in our body, right? So then you end up with, again, the domino effect of things. So hope that's helpful. I am going to post links to all this stuff. So if you don't see it, just keep scrolling. You can always, if you're just watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the bio and it will go directly to all of these and hope that helps. Check my other videos for more. And yeah, happy healing.